You know those moments when you stare at something you know you should do, but every cell in your body screams, "Not now, not today, not ever." It could be sending an email, folding laundry, starting a workout, opening a textbook, cleaning your room. Making that phone call you've been avoiding for weeks. It doesn't matter how small or simple the task is, your brain treats it like a threat. And yet, there are people who somehow manage to do these things consistently. Not because they enjoy them, not because they're more disciplined, but because they've learned a counterintuitive brain hack that flips the switch from avoidance to action. Today, I'm going to show you that hack. And once you understand it, you'll never look at hard things the same way again. The strange truth about your brain. Let's start with something uncomfortable but true. Your brain doesn't care about your goals. It cares about your survival. And survival to the brain means one thing: conserve energy. This is why your brain avoids anything that feels effortful, uncertain, or uncomfortable, even if it's good for you. It's not personal. It's not laziness. It's biology. But here's the twist. Your brain isn't actually avoiding the task. It's avoiding the feeling associated with starting the task. And that's where the hack comes in. The hack: make the task smaller than your resistance. Let me show you how this works with a real example. Meet Alex. Alex wants to start running. He imagines himself fit, healthy, confident. He buys new shoes, downloads a running app, and even sets a 6 a.m. alarm. But when the morning comes, he looks at his running shoes and feels a wave of dread. His brain whispers, "Too cold, too early, too tired, not today." So he doesn't go. This happens again, and again, and again. Alex thinks he's failing because he lacks discipline, but the real problem is simpler. The task is bigger than his resistance. His brain sees go for a run as a massive energy-draining event, so it shuts down. Now watch what happens when Alex uses the hack. Instead of telling himself, "I have to run," he tells himself, "I only have to put on my running shoes. That's it. No running, no workout, just shoes." Suddenly, the task is smaller than his resistance. His brain doesn't panic. It doesn't fight back. It doesn't activate the threat response. He puts on the shoes. And once the shoes are on, something interesting happens. He thinks, "Well, I might as well step outside. Then, I might as well jog for a minute. Then, I might as well finish the loop." Alex didn't trick himself into loving running. He tricked his brain into starting. And starting is everything. Why this works? The neuroscience behind it. Your brain has two systems that matter here. One, the threat system. This system hates uncertainty, discomfort, and effort. It's the part of your brain that says, "This is too much. I don't want to. Let's do it later." It's trying to protect you. The action system handles focus, planning, and execution. It's the part of your brain that says things like, "Let's get this done. We can handle this. Just start." But here's the catch. The action system can't activate until the threat system calms down. And the threat system calms down when the task feels small, safe, and easy. This is why the hack works. You're not forcing yourself to do the whole task. You're lowering the threat level until your brain says, "Okay, that's not so bad." Once you start, momentum takes over. Your brain switches from avoidance to engagement. This is called task initiation, and it's the hardest part of doing anything. Another example, the homework problem. Let's take another example. Maya, a student who hates doing homework. Every time she sits down to study, she feels overwhelmed. Her brain floods with thoughts like, "This is too much. I don't know where to start. I'll do it later." So she procrastinates. But when Maya uses the hack, she doesn't tell herself, "I have to finish my homework." She tells herself, I only have to open the textbook. That's it. And once the book is open, she thinks, I might as well read the first paragraph. Then the second, then the third. Before she knows it, she's studying. She didn't magically become motivated. She simply made the task smaller than her resistance. The brain loves momentum more than motivation. Here's something most people don't realize. Your brain doesn't need motivation to keep going. It needs momentum. Once you start, your brain releases a small amount of dopamine, not the anticipation dopamine, but the progress dopamine. This dopamine says, you're doing it. Keep going. This feels good. This is why starting is the hardest part. You don't get the reward until you're already in motion. The hack gets you into motion. The 20-second rule. There's a famous principle called the 20-second rule. If something takes less than 20 seconds to start, your brain won't resist it. This is why putting on gym clothes works, opening a document works, setting a 5-minute timer works, laying out materials the night before works. You're lowering the activation energy. You're making the task smaller than your resistance. The real reason you avoid things you hate. Let's be honest for a moment. You don't avoid tasks because they're hard. You avoid them because starting feels hard. Folding laundry isn't hard. Starting is. Writing an email isn't hard. Starting is. Cleaning your room isn't hard. Starting is. Your brain isn't fighting the task. It's fighting the emotional discomfort of beginning. Once you begin, the discomfort fades. The threat system quiets down. The action system takes over. This is why the hack works so well. It bypasses the emotional barrier and gets you into motion.